Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading, as I say, each and every day for serious tarot people. We talk about manifesting. Tarot, I've done this for over 20 years, tarot. Done astrology for over 50. Astrology is the science of cycles upon cycles upon cycles upon cycles. Very accurate, very good, scientific. I won't talk about it other than a radio engineer in 1948 really established the science of astrology. Now, jump over back to tarot. Over the last 20 plus years of doing tarot, I have come to the understanding that tarot predicts nothing. Tarot is the science of potential. Astrology cycles. We can't maybe get specific, but we know whether it's an uptime, downtime, whatever time. With tarot, it's okay, you're meeting the frequency. It's resonating with you. Don't try to make it resonate. Don't fool yourself into, well, I guess it must be. No. If it doesn't fit, you must acquit, is the expression, right? If it doesn't fit, don't worry. There's tomorrow, there's next week, next month. Believe me, we're going to do it. And here's another point. For all the years that I've been doing astrological readings and watching my friends do astrological readings, all the years I've done tarot readings and watched people do tarot readings, I have come to the conclusion that about 80 to 90% of the people who are viewing the reading aren't going to resonate. And that's okay. That's real, that's honest. Anywhere from 10 to, if you really are having a day where you're hitting maybe 20%. So if you got 100 people, it could be 10 or 20 people out of 100 that will resonate on some meaningful level with the reading. Same thing with astrology. It's just, that's the way it is. Human beings, we're very complex, very complicated, and there's 8 billion of us on the planet. You ain't going to do one reading and catch everybody. Just not going to happen. Okay, so we got that taken care of. So within that context, my job is to help you to manifest, to create pictures, scenes, movies in your own head, not off a screen, smartphone, laptop, desktop, none of that. For all the talk about artificial intelligence, we have the real deal. And that still, I believe, in the long run, will give us the advantage. Yes, Elon Musk is talking about machines that are now capable of being able to move pretty much like human beings. Still working on the software for the mental side of it. But even as he predicts, when it gets to a point where robots can do every job on the planet, I don't care if you're a doctor or a lawyer, teacher, somebody that works fast food, doesn't make any difference. Whatever the job is, a robot's going to do it and do it better. Doesn't mean that they're going to be intuitively smarter than us. This manifesting ability has been downplayed because it gives you power. And the puppet masters do not want you to have any power. You tap into the manifesting stuff, they're shit out of luck. And people are beginning to wake up. People are beginning to slowly kind of at least tap on their ability to manifest. They may not be doing it fully yet, but that's what I'm here to do, to inspire you. Oh, one more note too, because people around me are pointing at the screen. Please like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Helps the algorithms. And these days, people who are podcasters are literally fighting the people who run the internet because they're into control in every way that they can. So liking, subscribing, sharing, marking those things, you just make it a little easier for me. And conversely, a little more difficult for them. Screw them. Now, let's get to the reading. Middle card. It is the Oracle card. It is always the overall feeling or sense of the reading, and today it's no place like home. The number up in the right-hand corner is 50. 5 means change. 0 is, I kind of put a spiritual quality to it. Or maybe even intellectual, something ethereal. Okay? So it means changing your thinking. Now, when you say something like no place like home, many people will think of Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. There's no place like home, no place like home, no place like home. Remember, she clicks her ruby slippers. She finds out from the good witch that she had this power all along. At anywhere along the line in the story, The Wizard of Oz, she just had to click her ruby slippers and it would get her back. She didn't know it. Much like human beings today, we have to click our ruby slippers so that we can get back to home. Now, as opposed to the card, which would leave you with the idea, well, I'm going to go back to my home, we're not talking about a physical home. I don't believe we're talking about a physical home at all. We are talking about something that grounds us in a very positive way. Here's the meme. It will explain. It's kind of long, so hang in there with me. It goes like this. I used to think that living my purpose was being successful in my career, having an education, degrees, earning money, making my own home and kids and that kind of thing. I used to think that doing the trendy things and doing what society expected of me was my purpose. Being a good citizen, a good daughter, good mom, good employer. That was my purpose. But now I've come to realize that it's deeper than that. I guess it goes beyond my limiting beliefs. I walk on this earth feeling empty, feeling void, not realizing that my purpose is simply allowing myself to be me, to do the things that bring me joy. My purpose is no longer to submit to oppressors, but rather it is about freeing my heart, my mind, my soul. My purpose is to explore, to learn, give more, not in the sense of material things, but to give to Pachamama and humanity things money cannot buy. And that is my love. Sharing a smile, planting a tree, using my voice to speak up. My purpose is to grow as a person in every way, to make the most out of this life as possible. My purpose is to make my soul connections, to accept all of me, my human flaws, my imperfections, knowing that I'm imperfectly perfect. What's your purpose? That's home. Having a sense of purpose, real purpose, not the artificial shit that they throw at us in Hollywood and Wall Street and, oh, a bigger home, bigger car, bigger fancy, more money, more. That's not it. Left her empty. In fact, it has left the world empty, chasing things you find out are very, very hollow. That new home doesn't change your life. In fact, it makes it more difficult because whatever you own owns you. You got to maintain it. On some level, you got to maintain it. Otherwise, it falls apart and goes away. But things like joy, happiness, they give you life purpose. And when Elon Musk, in a recent interview, admitted that with all of this technology and the AI and all that stuff, and robots are going to take over every job, there won't be one thing that robots cannot do. So it means everybody on the planet, except the puppet masters, everybody on the planet will have no job, no career, no purpose. I'll bet you. And that's what he's worried about. He said, yes, you can give a universal basic income, fine. But that doesn't create purpose. And that's what he's focused on. And that's what this reading is all about. So when we talk about no peace like home, no place like home, we're talking about purpose. What the hell are you here for? Well, what are any of us here for? We have to have a connection with our spiritual self, whatever the heck that is, or whatever you envision that to be. And we found out clearly that material things do not give purpose. Instead, they take it away. So that's the message. Just like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, click your ruby slippers. First card, all the way to the left, Two of Swords. You got to make a decision about what you're going to think. Where are you directed? Where are you going? Or are you just floating out there somewhere like a piece of cotton in a wind? Then the next card we have is the Empress. The Empress is fertility, abundance. When you tap into a real purpose, all of a sudden there's abundance in your life. Things you have never seen or felt before. But to get there, you got to make a decision. Two of Swords says you got to decide where you're going to go. Now, you probably feel this on an intuitive level. That's the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups says, well, you're real close to your heart's desire. You're not there yet, but you can see it. You may be already starting to manifest that. Just do yourself a favor. Make sure that real purpose is at the bottom of that dream. And then the final is the Six of Swords. With this new decision that you've made to find your purpose in life, find your meaning in life, head to your destination. But to do it, you're going to have to change your thinking. And over the next year, you will have plenty more going on to help you in changing your thinking. If you haven't seen yet what materialism does to society, and has always, historically, always done, go back to ancient Greece, Rome, Babylon, any empire, their materialism actually was what killed them. They lost a sense of purpose. Reconnect. Reconnect. Make that decision with the Two of Swords. Go for an abundance in your spirit. Keep that vision in the Nine of Cups and then travel to the place called home, where real purpose is what you're searching for. Click your ruby slippers. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Tao Manifested Tarot reading. Between now and the next time you and I do this together, peace and blessings.